Unpopular opinions is a belief or viewpoint that is not widely accepted or is disliked by most people or a specific group. There's many unpopular opinions in the WWE, such as Vince's booking is better than Triple H's, or CM Punk being overrated. Probably the most controversial one, the ruthless aggression is better than the Attitude Era. But today, we're going through the rabbit hole called Reddit and look through some of the wrestling community's unpopular opinions. First one that caught my eye came from the user Chetty. People consistently ish on Cena for not putting over talent. If it's Hogan, then I'm in agreement with you on that one. I hate his guts. But what about people like Austin and Taker? They rarely put over anyone, especially the former, and won 90% of their respective feuds, yet people never dare to criticize them and treat them like gods. I don't get it. I'm gonna start it off by saying I don't really like how wrestlers get most of the blame when the booker has the final say who goes over. But I know there's politics going into the matches, but we're not gonna go over that. But for the sake of argument, let's go over what he said. Austin had a shorter career and really couldn't put anyone over, as he probably did not know his last match against The Rock was going to be his last. And by the way, he took the pin that night. So again, it was a shorter career. He didn't know it was going to be his last match for a while. And I think what made him say that, for Austin at least, was the whole Brock Lesnar situation, which Brock Lesnar should have been mentioned instead. But if you're wondering what I'm talking about, back in 2003, Stone Cold Steve Austin refused to entertain the idea of wrestling Brock Lesnar. Jim Ross called him with the bad news, angering Austin. Vince later called Austin and did not acknowledge Vince's request. How was Austin going to wrestle Brock if he did not even rehearse it and walk out? Austin would say he did not want to lose to a newcomer and want to lose to any credibility if Rock experiment were to fail. And he also wanted to do that in the bigger stage. Plus, it didn't help that it was probably fed up at this point with the WWE and injuries. And with Undertaker, yeah, I don't mind him winning most of his feuds, even towards the end. It would made a mockery to his legacy, especially because he's a supernatural character. In kayfabe, he shouldn't be affected by age. Come on. So this take is good, but just the wrong people pointed out. You know what I'm saying? Alright, next is more recent unpopular opinion is coming from Omar Ash. I don't see the appeal in Braun Breaker. Sure, he's athletic, but his character is very, very generic. And his name is just stupid. If it wasn't for his family, I highly doubt people would have cared about him. Dude, this got me heated reading about this, but it was made 2 years ago. So just keep in mind that this was made 2 years ago. So I won't trash on the dude. He just made a take that he didn't think he would, excel. So, but I gotta say, this is wrong, man. But I will explain how the opinion aged like milk. So let's go. First of all, Braun Breaker is not a bad wrestling name. In fact, it sounds like a wrestling name from like the 80s, if anything. Like Braun Breaker? That is not a real name. But I've never watched or saw his NXT days, so I'm just mainly talking about his main roster because that's what I'm more familiar with. But his character work is really great, especially when he talks just on his own is awesome. He knows how to hold himself, especially when that moment when Jey Uso and him were about to fight for the IC Championship match. I was there. I'll show you the clip right here.
I've managed to do more as a single superstar in 6 months than you've done in your whole career. I didn't need my family's help. I didn't need the name. I did it all by myself. You want to know why? This is my family. This is what I fight for. I fight for this championship. It fights for me.
But yeah, this was good. Like, he's good. He has shades of his uncle, especially when he talks trash to like LA Knight and CM Punk. When you combine the ages, that was funny. That was hilarious. And if this man were to have a WWE World Championship run, I wouldn't mind. His work in the ring and on the mic, he can hold up with the top guys. Braun doesn't really need the vision, but if he gives him something to do while WWE figures out how to push him in the long run, it's going to be great for this guy. So, to see how far he's gone, and even in NXT, he was a world champ. So, maybe he just didn't have the charisma like he has right now, where he's just shades of Scott Steiner, at least. And his dad, his probably combined, if anything, probably works like his father, like in the ring, and then talks like his uncle, which is pretty cool to say the least. But I'm positive that it will be safe to say that coming to the next years, WWE is going to push Braun Breaker. The next unpopular opinion is coming from simple_reception 4091. It states, guys like Logan Paul are actually the future of the company. I will have to agree with this, I ain't gonna lie. The fact that he said this 2 years ago and the age like fine wine is insane. Back then, we would get celebrities in the ring like Dennis Rodman and Karl Malone in WCW, or Floyd Mayweather versus Big Show at WrestleMania. Most celebrities would come and go and won't perform like the celebrities of today. When Bad Bunny shocked the world at WrestleMania 37 and put a performance of a lifetime. And it really opened up the door for more celebrities to get in the ring, like Logan Paul, making his debut at WrestleMania as well. And did great for his first match. Then he would have his third match against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, which absolutely exceeded our expectations, at least for me, with a classic of a match where Logan Paul got his respect that night, because he got injured too after that match and then made the Rumble that next year. Still, celebs get in the ring like Johnny Knoxville, Jelly Roll, and Pat McAfee. This take aged pretty well, I ain't gonna lie, because the future is the celebrities, the guys that we see. We see celebrities all the time come into the ring and actually wrestle. Like, that is crazy. It blows my mind. They have actual matches and they turn out great. And this is the new evolution of WWE, where we get a top celebrity comes in, does a feud with one of the wrestlers, and has a really good match. The last unpopular opinions are going to come from All In, baby. AEW peak when Cody and Punk were there. I agree, and I think most people can also, as I haven't watched AEW regularly since 2023, and basically just when Punk left, that's when I stopped really watching and really enjoyed it. But I really loved 2022, which that was when Cody left. But I wasn't really keeping it up in 2021 or 2020 or 2019, but I did watch a couple matches in 21, but Cody was really basically doing nothing during that time. 2021, he was basically the Grayson Waller of today. Big G. But he also then said the big dog character was essential to Roman Reigns' development, but he should have stayed in the mid-card / tag team division. Bro, what is this take? This is one of the worst takes of all time. Come on, man. I mean, I agree with the first part, as it gave him a taste of the peak of the business when it comes to rock bottom, and you will have to take up the company on your back to take it back to the top, which is exactly what he did. But the second take is more suited for like Jay, brother. This take is absolutely dog-ish, as Roman sells tickets and is one of the most must-see superstars of today. Like, there is nothing that bothers me when I see hate like this. Like, you must hate the man. But it's whatever, man. It's like, you have your opinions, I have mine. I think that's more suited for Jay. I'm a hater of Jay, you're a hater of Roman. Hey, let's be friends. During the late 2010s, Brock Lesnar should have feuded more with the likes of AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Yes, 100% agree as a fan, but a business aspect, I see why Vince would have not go with that route. Because, let's face it, everyone, That list is so awesome and fire. It would have made us happy as a fan. But if you're a casual fan sees Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor, he's not gonna, like, who's Brock wrestling? He's not wrestling Roman. He's not wrestling Cena. He's not wrestling Chris Jericho or Randy. Like you gotta, like, bring the big heavy names at the time. I mean, Daniel Bryan's pretty fire. I mean, you can honestly do that. And he had matches with everyone on that list, so at least we can be happy about that. But Brock just works better with smaller guys. All his matches do better except Samoa Joe. I mean, that match was so good. We were robbed with just one match. We should have had that. But when he works with smaller guys like Finn and Daniel, Shinsuke, even Chad Gable would be nice. Oh my gosh. It just brings that David versus Goliath story when it happens. And it's always an instant classic. But Vince just had a bigger picture, unfortunately. So, yeah. That's not a bad take. And the last take is going to be Sasha Banks is the weakest among the 4 horsewomen. Damn. The more I think about it, yeah. It's kind of a tie between her and Bayley. And Sasha, or Mercedes now. But it's not like they are bad. It's just that they are weaker of a fantastic group. So no shame to the weak of an elite group. But what you guys think? Who is the weakest member of the 4 horsewomen? And probably 6 months ago, when Charlotte was getting heat, she probably would have been the instant one because everyone hated her. But like, now that she's like with Alexa Bliss, do people still hate her? I mean, I think a lot of people hate Mercedes now because she's just a belt collector. But I honestly think, yeah, Sasha Banks used to be my favorite of the horsewomen, but now it's like I don't even like any of them, TBH. I got my wrestlers now, my own women, like Liv. I did see a post about Liv, but it was blasphemy. It got deleted, so I would have brought it up. It was like something like, oh, Liv and Alexa Bliss are just so trash. I'm like, oh my god, why Alexa Bliss too? Like, oh, they're like okay on the mic, okay in the ring, they're just a bunch of hot blondes. I'm like, oh, I would have gone all in on that, bro. I would have gone all in. But hey, this is not what it's about. It's not about hating, it's about talking wrestling and loving wrestling. But that's gonna be it, y'all. I just wanted to make this quick video and talk about some of the unpopular opinions and talk about it. So just drop down some unpopular opinions, keep it going, and I'll talk in the chat. And just let me know, and let's have a community down there, because y'all been showing love to the videos. So hey, see y'all later. Peace out. Deuces. Ooses.